let's say, I believe it was the H model Mustang, actually reached the speed of 487 miles per hour. Passing by, we also see a very, very rare P-63 King Cobra, manufactured by Bell Aircraft. And the Bell Aircraft Company has a tremendous legacy in research aircraft. They not only came up with this. All radial engines. Now listen this time as we launch the Mustangs. They have liquid-cooled V12, Rolls-Royce designed, and in most cases Packard Motor Car Company built in Detroit, here in the United States. Merlin engine, very different sound. The P-47 Thunderbolt with a 2,500 horsepower radial engine. Navy's premier test pilots back in those days. Originally, the name proposed for the airplane was the Tomcat, but it ended up being named the Tiger Cat, and the Tomcat came later as the F-14. Tiger Cat were Pratt & Whitney double wasp 18-cylinder radial engines that generated about 2,100 horsepower each. And during the Korean War, enemy biplanes that were operated at night were far more than just a nuisance. They inflicted considerable damage, and a small number of U.S. Marines lost with these PO-2 biplanes during the nocturnal hours. They used the but it rarely flew from carriers. It proved to be a very, very fine land-based fighter for the Marine Corps. Only the F-7F-4N was certified for carrier operation, and only 12 of those of the 364 were built for that.
That's one thing, it's video.
Some pretty serious armament on it. It had 4 20-millimeter cannons in the wing roots, 4 50 caliber machine guns in the nose, plus it could carry a torpedo underneath the fuselage or up to 1,000 pounds of bombs or rockets under each wing. It's a big fighter, 51-foot 6-inch wingspan, 45 feet 4 inches long, and 16 feet 7 inches high. Dano, let's fade the music down just a little bit. And let's listen here to the sound of these engines. Go ahead and fade her down, Dano. That's the sound of the Pratt & Whitney radial engines. Now, when I say radial engines, let me explain that, because I have gotten some questions at air shows about, what do you mean radial? Well, like our automobiles, these are piston-engined aircraft. But in our cars, we have a straight 4 or a V6 or a V8 or a straight 6 or an opposing. So now, it's time to stand up, move forward, and get ready. The show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the most feared aircraft in the world today. Your F-22. Folks, if you've ever wanted one of those boxes, here is your answer. As Darren McLeod serves Raptor. Let's watch them as they join up. In just a moment, as they join up, we're going to go into our heritage flight. And there is a piece of music that's going to be played during that flight. It was written by Wayne O'Brien from the platinum-selling recording from Texas. He came to us at an air show outside Nashville, Tennessee, 15 or 16 years ago and said, "Hi, my name is Wayne. I wrote this song about the warbirds and how we want to keep them flying." And we listened to the song. We loved it. We started playing it, and it very quickly became the anthem of the United States Air Force Heritage Flight. Just there, you saw Rejoin. I hope you will give these four pilots a nice round of applause for getting lined up in the diamonds. That takes a lot of work. give us a little more of the ability to take off a little heavier. Just like it. Wow. pilot just moves that thumb wheel on the power lift. That's so amazing. So back to what you hear, don't you?
We do. Right now, for instance, we're in a, we call conversion mode. So we're half airplane and half helicopter. And so we kind of have the characteristics of both. Right now, we tell them from 60 degrees up to 0. It's kind of like you're using a helicopter.
Right hand on the stick, left hand on the power lever. Or the thrust lever, how does the pilot make the change to airplane mode?
Okay, you have quite a few thousand pounds out on the wing. It is all from a little front wheel on your left hand. The Oracle Challenger 3. And throughout the year, reach the limits of what the aircraft has been and low. However, all the options. Flying the Cap 232. The Japanese have achieved complete surprise. Now, look to your left. Imagine shading your eyes, peering in the darkness to feed the first wave of attackers. Imagine it's December 7th, 1941, and you are there. General Short will wish he could have been